I mean, God, I have to drive the V6, but this is super quiet. Like, I can't hear the engine at all. All right, here we go. We'll floor it here. Ready? Wheel spin. Okay. And I think there was a turbo noise there, guys. I think it sounded like a like a blow-off valve, no? All right. What's up, everybody? We are back with a POV video, and today we are looking at the brand new 2025 QX60, and this is the Luxe with the blacked out package in it. I'm trying to get my hair out of my face. So as one of our friendly viewers noticed, yes, there is still some chrome on this, the door handles and the trim here. And if you want to be even more intricate, even the lug nuts still have some chrome on it. I think Infiniti did that because in reality, they're not full-on German, right? They're still a Japanese brand that like a little bit of chrome, that like the chrome to stand out a little bit in those specific parts. So it's just something you're gonna have to deal with, guys, okay? And if you don't like it that much, you could always have it wrapped and get rid of it. But again, we saw it in that beautiful Harbor Gray in my last video. I wanted to showcase a white one for you guys. As you can see, this is a white on black with the beautiful black wheels, black badging here, and this is right off the boat. So again, we haven't prepped it, we haven't cleaned it. That's why you got all the stuff on it still, but at least I wanted to show you in the shade kind of what a white on black looks like. And I think it looks pretty good, man, you know? I think the black wheels do it justice. I like the black grille. The grille illuminates as well. And yeah, I wanted to just take it for a drive with the new 4-cylinder turbo motor. It's not new, but it's new for this car, right? And you can see it does illuminate. Again, I don't want to go through all the features because I did that in the last video, which you can see here, but you do get Bose audio standard, the illuminated kick plates. It's got, with the black edition, you get all the black roof line in here, which really looks nice, the black headliner. But yeah, let's just go for a ride with the 4-cylinder, hey guys, and just let's see, you know, what our thoughts are. We're not gonna rip it through the canyon or anything like that. And last time it was a little too high, so let me make sure.
Under storm warning in about 37.3 miles from current location.
Aw, thanks for letting me know. Okay, cool. So let's do this. We'll do this later. Hello, guest. Let's change our gauges here as well. Oh, I didn't want that on actually. I have to do this. There we go. Let's go to full gauge mode. If you guys didn't know that, that's how you do it. You hit your 3 buttons and then change meter view, and then I'll change it to these 2 versions of it. I bet a lot of you don't even know it does that. Air conditioned seats, we all know in the Luxe, wireless charging also with the Luxe, 360 camera. It allows you to also help you at parallel park on the passenger side. But yeah, so not much has changed if you know what the QX60 is and what it's about since 2022. But really this drive is about the 4-cylinder turbo VC-Turbo engine taken from the QX50s and made it to the same 9-speed transmission that was in the previous car. Okay, so initial impression, I can't tell the difference yet, to be honest. That guy's got some shoes on. That guy's got some shoes. If you guys don't know what auto hold is, this button right there. So as you're braked at or stopped, I guess, at a stoplight or wherever you would stop, as long as the car knows you're fully, completely stopped, it will hold the brake down for you. I really enjoy it in my car. So in this case, it's a nice little feature. If your car has an auto hold button, I suggest you use it, and that's what it's for. So I gotta go back to the V6 now because it feels very quiet. Oh, some skinny jeans. Look at me just talking crap about people as we're driving around. It does feel super quiet. The only thing I can hear right now is the AC blowing on me because, like I said, it's pretty hot. But I do like the black roof line as well. The headliner in black. It's really nice. Normally you would get like the tan colored one. And it does add a little, maybe it lightens up the interior a little, but I think black's where it's at. I gotta find out about this. Obviously you would get better materials as we go up in trim, but this is just the Luxe, which I think is the best value for your money. Sensory and autograph, they becomes pretty excessive with that. But anywho, let's make a right here. I mean, God, I have to drive the V6, but this is super quiet. Like, I can't hear the engine at all. All right, here we go. We'll floor it here. Ready? Wheel spin. Okay. And I think there was a turbo noise there, guys. I think it sounded like a like a blow-off valve, no? What was that noise? Wheel spin at high RPMs. Interesting. Okay. So obviously the V6 is very linear, because as all natural aspirated motors would be, but this almost, it loses traction as we get up to the higher RPMs, which is not really the case. Normally with these small turbo motors, you would get wheel spin, you know, as the turbo kicks in, it'll have the most boost pressure. But this one loses traction much higher in the RPMs, 4,000 or 5,000 RPM. So I wonder if there's a different mapping that they use for this than they do with the normal QX50, QX55. I will have to contact the engineer guy. I forgot his name. I met him when we were in Austin. Cool dude. You know, kind of young, super hyped about his QX80 creation. And, you know, cool guy to hang out with. And, so yeah, I'll reach out to him and be like, hey, listen, what did you do to the engine compared to the QX50? Like, what tweaks were actually done? Because that was weird. You're losing traction at the higher RPMs compared to when the turbo first would kick in, wherever that would be, 2,000, 2,500, give or take. I don't think, do you think this has a boost gauge? Tire pressures. It does. Okay, cool. So let's, I did not want to go down this road. So it does sound like a 4-cylinder turbo. It's specifically the VC-Turbo. But it has a lot more sound deadening than the QX50 and QX55, so you don't hear it as badly, I guess. But it did sound like there was a little bit of turbo noise when I let go of throttle there. I'm just using onboard action cam audio on this one, so I don't think you guys will be able to pick it up, but I think I heard that. Nice McLaren. So let's put it in sport mode, even though nobody drives it in sport mode. I get it. And then we'll do manual. Okay, so we're in third. Yeah, that's a 4-cylinder turbo if I've ever heard one. I guess we'll take Chevy Chase all the way over back to brand. Are you the type that would squeeze through there right there? Just to squeeze in because you don't want to wait? I'm too nervous about scratching rims, especially these black ones, you know? I guess that's the only downfall about having black rims is, and we've all seen it, right, is when you do scratch them, it's like, oh, it's such an eyesore, you know, such an eyesore. Thank you, sir. Look like a Leah right there, huh? All right, guys, ready? Wait, why are you shifting for me? I thought we're in manual mode. We are. But again, we lose traction at higher RPMs. What is this guy doing? Hey, what are you doing there? You want to drive in the middle of the road? Cool. You're on camera. We'll just speed right by him. You guys watching all the boost gauge? What kind of boost are we looking at here? Let's see. Oh, look at that, 20 PSI? Brakes feel good in this too. Brakes feel good. Did we get to 20 PSI right there? What? That's a lot of boost. Lots of torque steer there. Wow, we're at 25 pounds? 20 pounds? What would that be, 25? No, 20. Power-wise, with the new wheel slip, I'm assuming either it's the way the boost is coming on or it's putting more power down to the wheels, even though on paper it's not, because we went, I think, from 290 to what, 270? I gotta look on the window sticker again, I forgot. It's not bad. Grab that gear. Okay. What do you guys think of that engine noise? I would like to drive the all-wheel drive version of this, because now it might make sense to go with the all-wheel drive version for, what is it, $1,500, $2,000 more? With all this wheel slip, let's get back to it. It's interesting, right? Like because the transmission is not, obviously it's not a DCT or anything like that, right? So it's not gonna just pound in a second gear, but it feels very smooth with those shifts. Like it wants to give you more power. Oh, Glendale. Oh, Glendale. Yeah, I can feel the turbo coming on. Let's see, let's go down a gear. Let's slow down. I want to kind of feel when the boost really starts kicking in. Yeah, you can feel the turbo in that. I wonder if they're gonna start doing any type of performance-oriented things for us when it comes down to, now we have the blacked out edition, you know, things like that. Will that lead to Infiniti to want to do, hey, you know, performance exhaust, performance intake? I know we have intakes available for like Q60s and stuff, but I'm just wondering if they're gonna want to play a little bit more now, have a little more fun with their vehicles. So no exhaust noise at all. They always do a great job on all their cars to make sure it's very quiet. We haven't really had an exhaust noise since what, G35? I don't even think the G37 had an exhaust noise, because I had a 370Z. I don't remember. I changed the exhaust very quickly on that. I know this is probably blocking our view, guys, but let me get out of the sun for you. And of course, nobody's gonna drive this QX60 the way I'm doing it. Paddle shifters in manual mode and sport mode, right? I mean, please let me know below if you have a QX60, a 2022 and newer, and that you drive it in sport mode, use the paddle shifters at all. Now, I know people will have the 2020 and older QX60s. I would think 50% of people run it in sport mode. I know my dad has a 2020 QX60, and it's always in sport mode just because he likes the throttle response better, which I get. Let's get out of the sun. See how it's really interesting the way that does that for the first to second gear. It almost feels very CVT in the sense where you don't really feel the shift, but it goes to the next gear. You guys are like, wait, why is he driving this QX60 like this? But I really want to feel this VC turbo engine in this big body. You know, because a lot of people come in and they're at 50-50, well, 75-25. They're like, there's no way a 4-cylinder turbo should power this car. And the other people are like, there's got to be a reason why they did that. Okay, so it'll still force the shift. God, it's kind of nice on brand right now. Saturday around 5-6 o'clock. I don't know, guys, I kind of like it. I like the turbo. I really do. I think it feels more fun than the linearness of the... Linearness? Is that a word? It is now. Than the linearness of the V6. While I understand the V6 is a tried and true engine that as long as you change the oil, you won't have a problem with, VC Turbo also has been around for a long time now. I think almost 10 years? And I could be wrong, but I think it's been a long time now. Let's go back down here. Down Colorado, don't hit this person. Yeah. Definitely some torque steer there. Definitely some torque steer. Kind of fun with the turbo power kicking in. A little bit of torque steer you gotta fight. I don't know, I kind of like it though. Let's go down here. Excuse me. Getting that boost kick in. 25 PSI. I'm not really looking down when I'm driving, obviously, so maybe you guys can let me know what's the highest boost pressure that we got to when I've been flooring it. But Glendale has a lot of these nice little neighborhoods. I do like Glendale. Okay, so let's calm it down. Let's go back into drive. There we go. Let's put it in standard mode. Cool. And then we're just gonna drive it like you normally would. Just, you know, going shopping, taking the kids to class or school or whatever, taking the dog out, you know, just a normal family edition of the QX60. Obviously, for copyright issues, I can't really let you guys hear music in it, but take my word, the Bose audio in this is, if you're going with a 24, you know, Lux, the option for $900 to get the Bose audio system, and it's only, you know, I think it comes out to actually like $18 a month on your lease. But I tell you this, we will not lose you over Bose audio. So if you want Bose audio, believe me, we'll make it happen for you. I guess it is weird seeing someone driving with a GoPro strapped to their face, right? And that's why people are looking. It's not just my good looks. I think I have to drive the V6 now. I think I have to, just to compare it. I think I have a black one out front that I think someone was trying to sell. I mean, hopefully they sold it, right? But if they didn't, then that's the perfect car. So you get a little engine noise, you can hear it when you're giving it, you know, partial throttle or whatever. But I think this drives really nice. And I like the added power, feels good. Auto hold on, thank you. And if you guys came from my other channel, my personal channel was like Infiniti Chris, because that's how I started when I started working at a dealership. I was like, hey, yeah, I can do YouTube channels, and I'll just create a channel. But then it kind of got switched to, nah, I think, Chris, we want you to, that was a nice pothole, you didn't even feel it, just run the Infiniti channel for us. So it's a collab between our social media guy and things that I want to do. But I have free range, so I find that fun, that I can do whatever I want, represent the dealership, and it's cool. Don't you do it. Oh yeah, I forget the new BMWs don't really have eyelids anymore. They almost have like cat eyes. Nothing like the Gatling gun on the Porsche though, huh? Do you guys remember the first LED strip of headlights that came out? I think it was Audi that did it first. I remember Audi had the LED little daytime running lights, and everybody was like, that's how you knew it was an Audi. Now everybody does it. So shout out to them. I'm not a huge Audi SUV fan, but I do like their S5s and S3s and stuff. I would definitely look at an RS3 if I could, because it's a Lambo V10 cut in half, and you can make some very silly power with that thing, and we all love silly power, don't we? Auto hold on. Are you gonna run into me? Yes, he is. Okay, cool. No worries, bus, didn't see you either. All right, and we're back. We're gonna take this baby right up to the front. Not front, right up, back upstairs. I'm good at this. I'm good. Actually, I do a little Twitch streaming when I game, so I think that's why I'm okay at this. but I would definitely not think that I'm as good as, like, you know, Topher and those guys that do it all the time. So shout out to them for really setting that trend of, it's not even a trend, of like the new video of, hey, listen, we want point of view drives. We want to know what it's like to drive the car without buying it, and that's what this really is. This specifically is, I want you guys to feel and hear the new engine in this, so I thought that would be cool. More sun, be careful your eyes. Whee! God, it's so bright. How the heck? I'm gonna back this in. I think this is a better idea.
20 minutes later.
I enjoy, obviously, racing a lot more than trying to fit into a parking space. But, so, as you can see now, I don't know if they did that before, but they tilt down now when you put it in reverse. That's another thing I gotta figure out. I think that's new, where your passenger mirror now will tilt down. And we are in.